Hello everybody, Desert Wolf here. This is the third upload, March 29th, 1942. Let's see what happens this turn. Um, what I ordered during the turn phase, during the order phase, was a bombing of Bombay, despite the heavy flak there. So I'm definitely going to lose a lot of airplanes. But it's just I have to try to get him to put up cap, and so if his fighters are refusing to come up and fight me, I have no real choice if I want to instigate that, other than to go after them myself. So, despite the flag, I'm hoping my bombers will do some damage. So we shall see. Hmm. Allied harassment of Suvo, Fiji. It's the light cruiser Heleno, very powerful American light cruiser. My forces in Fiji are basically a holding blocking force. I'm not really fighting for to hold on to Fiji. It's just a delaying action there. Got a couple of naval guards there, and just to force him to expend time and resources attempting to go after it. So we'll just go through this quickly. We have the Helena, the Achilles of Leander. I believe these are two New Zealand cruisers. They're pretty good, but not as good as the Helena. Not so much damage. I'm not really that concerned about this. I'm actually happy if he keeps focusing on Fiji this way. I think this is a Dutch light cruiser. Yeah, again, just some harassment. Nothing major here. Continuing to take islands in the central Philippines. I did not order an attack on Manila today. I actually decided to rest my forces, and I think that means very likely I believe I will take it in the next attack, which I will order for tomorrow. An allied light cruiser. So I think what he's trying to do there is very likely he's trying to come out and try to knock out my destroyer patrols so that he can keep sending again those blockade runners. I don't know if that's going to work out too well for him. We'll see. 5 ships there in New Pearl Harbor. No bombing of the 99th Indian Brigade. I'll have to do it without air support. Just sweeping to see if he has any cap over L cap over his forces there. Okay, that's the Bombay. Does he have any cap? Nope, no cap. That means my bombers are gonna go in without any opposition. But again, he has a ton of flak, so we shall see if it's worth it in the end. Sweeps. Ah, thunderstorms. That's no good. Thunderstorms really affects accuracy, and since he has a lot of flak there, well, at least I got a bomb hit. Oh, size go down. Since he has a lot of flak, obviously I'm going to lose a lot of aircraft, but the whole point is I'm going to make up for it by getting a lot of strategic victory points. But when it's thunderstorms, it doesn't really pay off. You need something better than thunderstorms. A couple of resource hits, so not too bad. I'm guessing 3 or 4 sallies destroyed. This always underplays it. So yeah, we'll find out at the end. There goes the first raid. Heavy rain is not ideal for bombing accuracy. That's the heavy flak that's worked. Okay, well I'm destroying some aircraft on the ground, damaging others. That's good. At least it's not losses for nothing. Goes another one. Another 2 allied aircraft destroyed on the ground. I mean, I'll take that. probably ended up losing more in terms of the value of the aircraft because mine are two engines and his are single engine for the most part. But I have um, I have an abundance of airframes at this stage of the game. Well, I can theoretically have an abundance of airframes. I'm not actually building that many bombers. While his are spares are at this stage. So still very early. It's March 1942 still. More bombing of Philippine garrison. Clark. Another bombing raid. I wish it wasn't heavy rain. It would have done a lot more damage if it was clear weather or something like that. Pretty good hits there. A lot of damaged aircraft. Not too bad. Another destroyed. I think I'm gonna end up destroying close to 10 allied aircraft, I think, and damaging a whole bunch more. Not really certain how many my sallies I'm gonna lose. That depends entirely on how many of these are ops losses from the flak damage. Definitely a lot of heavy flak there. He's getting a lot of hits on my sallies, even if it's mostly damage. There, one of them goes down. Okay, so let's see. Well, that's actually really good results, all things considered, and especially in terms of damage. 38 B-38 E Lightning is a very valuable aircraft for the Allies in March 1942. And very few of them available, and they're very good in, especially in the hands of an elite pilot. So nice to see one of them taken out there. This is just bombing Chinese forces. Really good damage here. I think he's just testing the waters, trying to figure out what I have there. That's why he's sending such few numbers of hurricanes. Weather has not been ideal for me this turn. Two thunderstorms and one heavy rain. Recon, recon, recon. Trying to finish up this pockets of enemy forces. Decent damage. Pushing back these guerrilla forces. I mentioned last turn, basically I'm not worried about destroying these units anymore because I already opened the way to Chunking. And Chungking has stacking limits. We're playing with stacking limits, and it's already at max stack limits. So any forces that he gets in addition are basically mouth speed at this point. And since they come without any artillery, all better. And at the end of the day, there are points, VP points for me to gather up. So in the beginning, I was definitely very careful about pretty good result here. Pretty careful about not destroying units because I wanted to not give him extra units that he can put in the line to stop him from reaching Chongqing. But now that I'm there, it's all good. I'm happy to destroy those units. Yeah, definitely weaker. I think I should be able to take it next turn. Yeah, with Fort Zero as well. So bombardment. Generally the same results for each side in terms of casualties. No allied bombardments. If I had another division nearby, I'd definitely attack, but I'm not feeling it right now because I feel like he might have high forts. I'm happy to just pin down his forces. That's the game plan in India. Pin down his forces across a broad front and penetrate through the weak line. Like I don't want to penetrate through everywhere, just need to find that weak line, that weak point. Wrapping up the last enemy held. Oh, infantry battalion wiped out there. So just the 99th Brigade left. Yeah, what I was saying was I'm capturing the very last fortifications, not fortifications rather, the very last bases that the Allies have in the strategic resources area. Aside from what remains of the Philippines where he still has forces. Phase 1, for all intents and purposes, ended a month ago. Even more than a month ago. I invaded India in February 1st, 1942. So that was really the start of phase 2. All right, so that's the turn. We can briefly go over the result. Okay, I expected to take heavy casualties, but I'm actually quite pleased that despite the heavy flak, and which is very apparent here, some of these are being the sides that were knocked out by Conqueror, though, I'd say in Australia, or Australia where I'm going after the industry. So I actually destroyed more aircraft on the ground in Bombay than I lost in the air attacking Bombay. So that's actually a really decent result considering that I had heavy rains. I think that's going to give him some second thoughts about keeping his camp on the ground. Ops losses 3, not that high actually considering the amount of flak I was facing. Let's parse it down a bit more. Japanese, I think most of these are sallies. And indeed they are. 7 sallies here, 6 flak, 1, 3 sallies. These are the clunkery ones, 3. And these are the ones that attacked Bombay, so I lost 7 of them. 2 Oscars in ops. Hope I didn't lose any of them as pilots. Very particular about keeping my fighter pilots alive. And the Allied side, let's see. 2 F4Fs on the ground. Hurricane 2Bs, Hurricane 2As, 1 E Lightning, 1 Havoc, 1 Hudson. All of these were destroyed on the ground in Bombay. Okay, so ops losses, I think I was at 1,700 last turn or thereabouts, 700 something. So losing 3 sallies was definitely worth it for what the little gains I did in this turn from the strategic industry hits in Australia. So that's good. And that's a really nice number, 1,200, 1,902. Very good over here. And this is, it's all right. It's not bad. Definitely not bad. A little better than neutral, but generally try to do better than this. Overall score again, pretty good. As soon as I take Manila, I'll definitely be within AV range. I just have to keep it. And that's that. I think I covered all the strategy stuff in the last turn. I don't really have an updates on that for now. So Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you later.